Heck Show on Union Power Radio is an independent labor commentary program. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the host and guests, and do not necessarily reflect the official positions of any local union, the international union, employer, affiliate organization, or sponsor. This program is for informational and educational purposes only. Nothing discussed on this show should be considered legal advice. Members are encouraged to review their collective bargaining agreement and consult with their union representatives or legal counsel regarding specific situations. All discussions are based on publicly available information, member concerns, and workplace issues relevant to union members. Our goal is to educate, inform, and empower members through open dialogue and respectful discussion. The What the Heck Show on Union Power Radio is an independent labor commentary program. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the host and guests, and do not necessarily reflect the official positions of any local union, the international union, employer, affiliate organization, or sponsor. This program is for informational and educational purposes only. Nothing discussed on this show should be considered legal advice. Members are encouraged to review their collective bargaining agreement and consult with their representatives or legal counsel regarding specific situations. All discussions are based on publicly available information, member concerns, and workplace issues.
And do not necessarily represent my employer's positions, strategies, or opinions. All views shared are protected under the National Labor Relations Act.
Nice. You are now in tune with the boss of the business, the What the Heck Show on UnionPowerRadio.com.
One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two.
The facts, dates, and events presented in this video are from the member's best recollection and may not be fully accurate. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Always consult with your local union about your rights and duties at your workplace. The opinions shared on this video are our own and do not necessarily represent my employer's positions, strategies, or opinions. All views shared are protected under the National Labor Relations Act.
Nice. You are now in tune with the boss of the business, the What the Heck Show on
Union Power Radio. Your source for every truth they don't want you to hear. This is the What the Heck Show. No sugarcoating, no sellouts. Just raw union truth. Always honest. Always keeping it real. Always fighting for the worker. If you're working, you're fighting. And we got your back. Let's go! Streets, we rise, no fear. Still boots hitting hard. Voice of labor's here. Union Power Radio. Fighting through the noise. Amplifying workers, women, man, every shift, every voice. Shout out to Local 804.
facts, dates, and events presented in this video are from the member's best recollection and may not be fully accurate. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Always consult with your local union about your rights and duties at your workplace. The opinions shared on this video are our own and do not necessarily represent my employer's positions, strategies, or opinions. All views shared are protected under the National Labor Relations Act.
Nice. You are now in tune with the boss of the business, the What the Heck Show on UnionPowerRadio.com.
You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. Me, I always tell the truth. Even when I am.
That's right. You're listening to the What the Heck Show here on Union Power Radio. And today we have a lot of topics that I'm going to go by, especially the 2026 convention. And it's coming up in June 14th, I believe, the week of June 14th. And I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Mixler. If you don't want to look at me, you can go to Mixler.com. You go to UnionPowerRadio.Mixler.com and you can listen on the radio. You don't have to look at me. Here, I'm live on Facebook for the first time, and hopefully we get some nice views here, and on YouTube. And we also record everything that's going on. And I did a disclosure in the beginning of the show. I just want to make sure that you understand that I do this on my own time. Today is a day that I am off the clock, and I'm doing this just to educate and to bring up the bullshit that's going on around the Teamsters IBT and the local 804 also. Because, you know, I took a break, and I've been taking a break for a while, and I didn't want to go on the air because it was a lot of shit going on. I was just gathering everything, all the information in, and then I was going to just go and have one show and tell it all. But guess what? Someone was knocking on my door. I answered it, and now I'm coming at you guys. So I'm going to have a couple of topics that I'm going to be talking about, and especially the 2026 convention that's happening in June 14th week in that area. That's when everybody goes into the convention. They vote on resolutions. They vote on bylaws. They vote on a lot of shit. They debate. And also, if someone is running against Sean O'Brien and Fred Zuckerman, they get to get voted to be a delegate or whatever the case may be. And in this case, it's Richard Hooker. I don't know why. I just don't know why. He's wasting money. He's wasting, I don't know if he's traveling around the locals doing whatever he's doing, but he's not fit for the job. I'm sorry. I know the guy, and he's not fit. And a lot of people do know who he is also. And I just don't understand what he's doing. He's got a Facebook page that he goes on live almost every Sunday, and all you hear is complaints and hate. And that's what we don't need here. Even though, you know, right now I'm not happy with Sean O'Brien. I'm not happy with Fred Zuckerman. I was boots on the ground. I campaigned for them to get Hoffa out. I just wanted someone to get Hoffa out. And finally we got Hoffa out. And now we're running into the same avenue with this. And it is what it is. But Richard Hooker is definitely not the fucking answer to this right now. He doesn't have the experience. He doesn't have my vote. He might be a nice guy, but he's just not fit for this job. And I don't care what anybody says. If you have something to say, say it. And like I said, on my Facebook page and on my on the Facebook page saying, hey, listen, I might hurt people's feelings, but it is what it is. This is the What the Heck Show. This is what we do. This is how we do things. And I'm going to talk about Richard Hooker trying to run for IBT president. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Fearless, really fearless. He's fearless of his own. And there's a lot of times, and this guy from Teamster, whatever, Teamster X Clueless Media, that's putting him out there, and he's a flip-flopper. We're going to talk about that also. So he tells that Richard Hooker is not fearless, he's not good, and then all of a sudden he's promoting him now and saying, yeah, Richard Hooker is the best thing for the IBT. Listen, the shit is going down. There's a lot of shit going down with the UPS and the contract and historic contract that they're saying. I don't see nothing. I mean, back then it sounded good. It really did sound good. It sounded good for a lot of Teamsters, but shit is happening. Layoffs, closing of buildings. What's up, Marvin? My man from Florida. What up? And he, it's a lot of shit going on that is not in the game plan of Sean O'Brien's. I don't know I don't think he could do anything for it. I mean, if the company says, hey, I'm going to shut down this building, they're going to shut the fucking building down. There's nothing that the union can do. They can fight, they can talk, they can say whatever they want. But if the company says, I'm shutting down that building, they're going to shut it down. And it's nothing the union can fucking do about it, because that is their operation. We're just the union. We're here to make sure that they don't violate any members' rights, any members' contractual stuff. It's just that Sean don't have the power to tell the company, hey, stop the fucking bullshit. I told you, and I keep telling you guys that we had the power. We had the power when the contract was happening. We had the power. Instead of doing that practice fucking strike, we should have struck these motherfuckers. We should have fucking strike them, teach them the lesson, and let it be. We shouldn't have did those practice and scare them and scare tactics and all that. We should have fucking strike them. We should have fucking went out on the street and tell this company to give us what we want and stop bullshitting. And maybe they would have learned their lesson then. Right now, they are taking this bullshit now as saying like, hey, all right, you said you were going to strike us, but you didn't. So here, we're doing all this stuff. But whatever the case may be, it's just it's a shit show right now. I'm not happy about it. A lot of Teamsters are not happy about it. I chose not to go to the convention because I wanted a member to have that experience. So I took myself out of the when Vinny asked me, I said no. I give it to a member, let him experience what I already experienced. Now, this 2026 convention, hopefully, I'm not going to be there, but I'm going to have people calling me and telling me what's going on there, and I'll report it back to you guys. But hold on a second. I'm going to let somebody in to the room on the YouTube and Zoom. So I'm not going to the convention because it's my choice. You know, a lot of people is going to say, oh, Hector, don't want to go there because of, no. The thing is, I always do it. I did it to the last convention also. I always let a member, a rank and file member, to go and experience what I already experienced. And what I experienced was the Hoffa experience, which was when Tim Sylvester and Fred Zuckerman was going to talk. The whole room cleared out of the auditorium. All rep vests just cleared the fuck out. They didn't want to listen to Fred Zuckerman. They didn't want to listen to Tim Sylvester. That was bullshit right there, because everybody should have a say of what they want to do with the company and what they want to do with the union. I'm sorry, not the company, with the union. And they have the right to talk, and they have the right to express what their solutions, if they have solutions, you know, because you can't go up there and talk about the hate and the complaints. You got to talk about what you're going to do to better this union. Simple as that. If you have a plan, say it. Talk about it. Don't talk about the complaints that you're having towards Sean O'Brien and Fred Zuckerman, and don't talk about how much you hate them because they didn't bring you aboard to their slate. That's what the hate is. And those are the haters in Fearless. You have haters there. You have John Palmer. I mean, no one's talking about John Palmer. Why he's not with Sean O'Brien and Fred Zuckerman? You got to ask that question. I know the answers to that question. I know why he's not there. He's not telling you guys that because he's gaslighting you how much he hates it. He hates Sean O'Brien. He hates Fred Zuckerman. He hates TDU, the lap dogs. I hate them too. I used to be a TDU member. I got the fuck out of there. I ran the other fucking way. I had to because I saw the direction the TDU was going. They lab dogs. They are fucking lab dogs. They only listen to what Sean O'Brien tells them to do. They don't tell the members anymore what they fucking what's going on in the IBT. They don't talk about the fraud, the mishandling of stuff and what's going on. That used to be our get-go. To TDU used to tell the members how bad the IBT was when Hoffa was in there, how bad Hoffa was doing this, how bad was it. Now they are fucking silence of the lamb. Silence. They lab dogs. They lay down, they bark, they lay down when they told to be lay down, and they don't. And then another thing is this, man. And I'm skipping a lot of things, but I'm gonna get back to them because I'm gonna be talking about flip-floppers and all the bullshit that's going on with this guy, Teamster X Clueless Media, you know. And you know, I got tired of listening to this guy or people sending me stuff of this guy talking shit about shit that he don't even fucking know. And the thing is that he bringing up the violation that Sean O'Brien did. Fine, that's what the OCA is there for. They there to make sure that, you know, everything is filed in the right direction with the supervisor of election. And they violated something. But guess what? He's not talking about Richard Hooker's violation. Richard Hooker also has a violation, which he don't want to talk about. So it's you know, one is the other. You can't go one way and say, hey, Sean O'Brien just got hit with a violation from the supervisor. Richard Hooker got hit with a violation of the supervisor also. They both fucked up. All right, they got to follow the fucking rules. Now that they know that they both got violated, now they got to follow exactly what the fucking violations are. And they got to fix it. And they got to give a notice out and tell them what their violations are. I haven't seen anything from Richard Hooker. No one's talking about Richard Hooker's violation, but he violated, just like Sean O'Brien did. It is what it is. It's in a fucking election. Sean O'Brien's already in office. Richard Hooker's trying to get into office. How do you get a guy that has a membership of 4,000, maybe 4,000, wants to run a international local of 1.6 with different companies? It's not only UPS, it's a lot of horn. Do he knows how to run all that shit, or he knows how to fucking talk about all that shit? I don't think so. You know, he might be a nice guy. I think he's a nice guy. But as far as him running for IBT president, that is crazy right there. And the people that are supporting him are fucking nuts. Are nuts of supporting this guy that's going into a thing that with his eyes closed. Because I remember him when he first took office at the 623, he had no idea what the fuck to do. No idea. He came to Local 804 for 2 weeks from the members' money, paid in a hotel, 4-star hotel, and spend 2 weeks learning the basics of how to run a union with Local 804 and Vinnie Perron. That's what he did. 2 weeks in Local 804, seeing him learning, trying to learn this, and that. And now he's trying to take on a bigger pie, a bigger book, and go for IBT president. Only reason he's going for IBT president, and what I see, is because he's pissed. He's pissed because they didn't bring him into the IBT, into the slate. He hates the fact that he can't, you know, he can't be with the guys. So he's hating, and he has this other guy, Silver, whatever his name is. He's has been, you know, he's been bad mouthing every fucking slate that has been in the IBT, but never ran. Or if he did, I don't know who he is. And then he got John Palmer on his slate. John Palmer. Really? John Palmer? I remember John Palmer back in the days when I used to be campaigning, and how he used to say, dude, man, I'm doing this because I love Fred Zuckerman, and I think Sean O'Brien, this is him talking to me. And I think Sean O'Brien's gonna make a difference. And now he got caught with his pants down. Okay, he got caught with his pants down, and he did a violation of being a representative of the IBT, and he got kicked to the curb. All right, so he didn't leave volunteer like that Teamster guy says, that bullshit media bullshit guy, that he's an independent journalist. He's a fucking truck driver. It's so fucking funny because he talks about so much shit that is. And I'm going to bring it out, The other day he was talking about sexual harassment and how he cares about women. Dude, really? You fucking serious talking about sexual harassment and women and that you respect them? You don't respect women. You told a woman in the Teamster Local 804 office that she was a doorknob. Is that a fucking respectful or what? That is so disrespectful. And you're now talking about you want to help out people with sexual, and I got it. This is a big problem with that in this company and with that. But you're not the guy. You can't be the spokesman when you disrespect women. Okay? You want to respect women, you treat them with respect. Calling them a doorknob is not respect. I'm sorry. Maybe in your book, but not in my book. And when you say those things and you say that you want make sure that sexual harassment, and I got it. Everybody shouldn't go through sexual harassment in this company at all. 100%. I agree with you. But I don't agree with you that you're putting it out there like you care, and you don't, because you are the first guy that disrespect the women. Okay? There's another thing that he says that that Sean O'Brien should consider changing like the brotherhood emblem to brotherhood and sisterhood. I agree with him on that one. Absolutely, 100%. I agree. I agree that he does that. But this guy, the Teamster media clueless, I call it the clueless media effects bullshit and flip-flopper, talking about all this other shit about sexual harassment and how to defend a woman and what the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about? This is a guy that's been lost for 7 fucking years. 7 years. Now all of a sudden he wants to be on TikTok every 15 fucking minutes telling me, I just woke up and I'm on my way to work because I'm not a millionaire. What the fuck? A millionaire? What the fuck? Because Sean makes money. I don't think he's a millionaire, but if you say so, I guess so. Who wants to hear that shit? It's just a bullshit that this guy keeps putting out there. Also, we're going to have an election in 2026 or 2000 for the IBT. The IBT will have an election, and we don't even know what's going to happen at the convention, if Richard Hooker even going to get, voted in to be the runner for Sean O'Brien. I think he should. I think they should bring him in and let him find out for himself that he's going to fall flat on his fucking face because he sucks. He's not that guy. If it was somebody else that I didn't know and they were like Teamster Power, they have a chance. But this guy, Richie Hooker, forget about it. He deals with 4,000 members, if so 4,000 members at 623. And now he wants to deal with 1.3 members. Okay. So the reason I'm on the air is because I'm getting tired. I'm really, really, really getting tired of this guy. And I'm going to talk about this guy, Boz, and Local 804. And, his slate should be called Titles Before Membership. And I'll tell you why. Because everybody, I always say, I say it because it was other people that heard the same thing I did. So it's no fucking bullshit. It's all real shit. He keeps saying he didn't say it, he didn't do it, and he did do it because he was part of EMS and he chose to choose a title versus the membership. Now, when you are for the membership, title shouldn't mean shit. Title should mean absolutely shit. Who gives a fuck about a title? I don't give a fuck about a title. I give a fuck about representing the members in the right direction that they put me in office for. He should have been doing the same thing. He should have took the business agent position because he wanted to be top 7. So he said, nah, fuck the members. I want the title. It doesn't matter what the fucking title is when you want to represent the members. It doesn't fucking matter. You could be the fucking porter. If you represent the members being a porter, then be it. Then fucking be it. The title don't mean shit. It's what you have in your heart to fight for the members and to make sure that contract is not being violated and their rights being not violated. That's that guy, Boz. And he put, and this is what I brought him up, and I'm jumping around because I'm not going to the order that I have it. The reason he knocked on my door, knock, knock, Hector, come out. I'm out and I'm here, and I'm gonna tell you why the fuck I'm out. Now, I'm a type of person because I have people in my family that passed away from cancer, and cancer is a motherfucker. I hate cancer, I really do, and I feel bad for people that get cancer, and hopefully no one recovers from it and come out of it. I'm 100% with that on board. 100% that cancer is a motherfucker. Fuck cancer. And that's the way I feel about it. No one should go through what the cancer puts you through. But he puts a fucking Facebook page talking about his health, about how he fought it and how he's recovered and all that. And then all of a sudden, he brings me into the fucking picture with my radio show. What the fuck? What the fuck? You want people to feel petty for you and then say, oh, this motherfucking Hector is talking shit. No, I'm not talking shit. Your boy is talking shit. And I'm just putting it out there because he called me and told me that he's running with your stupid ass, the stupid slate. He's running with you, okay? And now you're denouncing him and saying, no, he's not running with him. Keep his mouth away from my mouth, away from my name. No, you guys are all fucked up there. Okay, because if this motherfucker's calling me and telling me it's my last term, you're done. Me and Boz, we're fucking taking you guys out. And then you're saying on Facebook, oh, the What the Heck show, he don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Listen, I don't have anything on script. I don't have anything on record. I don't edit my shit. Everything is straight up what you hear right now. Tough guy. So for you to go on Facebook and have everybody say, thank God that you went through, you got through it, you beat cancer, rah, and then throw me into that mix. You went from petty to, hey, fuck Hector. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? You wanted people to feel bad for you, and then you wanted to put that shit in the What the Heck show. Don't listen to him because he don't know what the fuck he's saying. Listen, I'm okay with 1 or 100 people listening to me. I really don't give a fuck if people listen or they don't listen. My podcast shows people listen. If they listen for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, or they listen to the whole hour, I don't care. I don't make money out of this. Okay? I just do it to let the people know, people like you that chose a fucking title before the members. That's what I tell them. To be straight up and don't gaslight them, because you're gaslighting them. You're telling them that you're going to be this great fucking leader. How are you going to be a fucking great leader? What's your solutions? Okay? By bad mouthing the What the Heck show? Really? You ask for pity, you ask for congratulations. And I said it to you. And it was a fool to me because when I first sent you that message that I'm glad that you beat it, I'm glad you're okay, I'm glad your health is better and all that, I didn't read your whole thing because I only read the top part of it, of you beating cancer. And I was so happy that you did that because I can't stand cancer. Cancer is a motherfucker and fuck you, cancer. But when people were calling me and saying, "Yo, you should see what he wrote about you," he wrote about me. He was talking about his cancer. No, 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 no. He put you involved. That tells you something right there, because what I saw is that he wanted to get people to petty him and say, "Sorry, I'm glad you did it," and then put me down, so and then people could agree with you that Hector, the What the Heck show is trash. Call it what you want to call it. I get it all the time. Hector, Union Power Radio is trash. The What the Heck show is trash. I've been here for 9 fucking years, going on 10 years on the air. I'm not going nowhere. You can talk all the trash you want, but I'm going to put out the right shit. You gaslighting the membership, I'm going to make sure that they understand the truth about the whole fucking thing. Okay? So when you say to me that to keep Alejandro Galano's name out of your area, you need to tell him that. Because I wouldn't even think that you would bring him onto your slate. It was in my wildest dream, I wouldn't think that you and him will be a great slate together. So I didn't think that. He made me think that. He knocked on my door. He knock, Hector, I'm taking you out, me and Boz. That's what he said. Me and Boz is taking you guys out. We're going to form a slate. So you need to talk to him. He's the one who's putting your name out there, not me. I'm just repeating what he said. Okay, so you can understand what the fuck is going on. And like I said, thank you. I mean, congratulations on beating cancer, because cancer's a motherfucker. So fuck you, cancer. But bringing me into your fucking petty fucking Facebook page, you want people to say, oh, you bet you beat fucking cancer. I got it. And congrats. But then bringing the What the Heck show into that conversation, it makes no fucking sense. And I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to see that you get everybody to say, hey, you beat cancer, but fuck Hector. He's a motherfucker. Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit with the What the Heck show. But listen, let me tell you something. The What the Heck show ain't going nowhere. We've been here for almost going on 10 years on the air. I haven't been on lately like I used to be on. And the reason I'm getting on now because, hey, knock, knock. Somebody knocked on my door and said, come out, because I'm talking all this shit. So now I need you to talk about it. All right. So the convention, this guy, that's Local 804, in case you guys didn't know. I mean, everybody that's listening, don't know who the fuck he is. And a lot of Local 804 don't even know who he is either. So I'm just saying he's putting a slate together. It's going to be called Title Before Members. I'm only joking. I don't know the fucking slate. He's keeping everything a secret. Like always, he's going to keep it a secret. He's going to wait till the last minute to announce who he has on that slate. Because if he does announce it too soon, too early, we're going to know who it is, and we're going to tell you what is it all about. So I don't know if he even has a slate together, and if he has Galano in that slate, oh Lord, what a shit show it's going to be. Now, this guy, he gets on social media every 15 minutes in TikTok. He blocked me. And I also want to let everyone know I am the co-founder of Teamster Watchdog. It's on TikTok. I don't have a lot of followers, and it's okay. I have a lot of people that look at it, but they don't follow. But it's all right. I don't need the followers. He needs the followers. Maybe you want to go to Teamster X Media. I call it Teamster X Clueless Media, because he gets his information from all three people. And I do an investigation because I see that he has a lot of followers. And I go into his followers and I start looking. And I'm telling you right now, he's full of shit. The whole thing is full of shit. He's gaslighting. He's grabbing people. He's following other people so they could follow him, so he can make it look like he has a big crowd of people following him. It's probably 2 to 3 Teamsters. Everybody else on that list that follows you could go for yourself and look at it. Go to his followers, and I'm telling you, 1,000 of them are not Teamsters. They don't have nothing to do with union. It's just that what he does to be slick and to gaslight the membership, he follows everybody on TikTok so then they can follow him back, even if they're not into the union and anything. So he makes it sound like he's got so many followers in his fucking TikTok, and he has really none. I saw maybe 2 or 3 Teamsters that are following him, and that is about it. Everybody else is non-Teamsters, non-union people. They just creators of the TikTok. And that's a smart. I mean, he has an IQ of 300, like he says. He makes everybody, like, the truck drivers like us look like we're the dumb one and he's the smart one. But he's the same thing. He's a fucking truck driver just like us. He drives a bigger truck. He drives a feeder truck. I drive a package truck. But I am a truck driver and I don't have an IQ of 300 like he says he does. And I don't know why he keeps saying it, that he has an IQ of 300. What he's trying to tell the Teamsters, that everybody else is dumb and he's smart. Okay, we'll see about that. He's not that smart. Everybody get to know him. You'll see what the fuck I'm talking about. He is really, really, really not that smart. The elections in Local 804 will be December of 2027. We are now in May, going into June of 2026. Now this is the right time for, if you are going to run in an election, to announce all your people that are running with you. The members should know. The members shouldn't wait to the last minute to find out who's running in your slate against the people that are in there now. I think the members should know now. If you're planning to run, which Boz is planning to run because he needs top seat. And that's another thing, he was running with the other guys. And I guess it was a little misunderstanding who's going to be the president, and it was a misunderstanding up in that farm. And the guy that was running with him before as a trustee I don't know if he's even there anymore, Dave Fennell. So whatever, he needs to be top dog. He needs the title. He wants to be just the title and not for the membership. And that's why I call that slate the title before the members, because that's what it's all about. And that's in December of 2027. If he's got a slate, he should put it out there for the members to see who is running. And the reason he don't want to do that, because it's called a election strategy in Local 804, and is well known for that in the past elections in Local 804, that people wait to the last minute to announce who's running with them. And so then you won't have the time to find out who is this person. Is he a union person? Does he go to union meetings? Does he do anything in union function? Does he even wear a union shirt? And that's why they wait to the last minute, because they don't want you to learn about the slate that they putting together. Because if he was smart and he was legit, he would name everybody now and say, these are the guys that I'm running with for Local 804 elections. And here, these are the guys. Go investigate. Go find out who they really are. Go see if they are true Teamster and they're gonna fight for you, or they just gonna be last minute throw the names on the bucket and say, hey, just vote for us, man. These guys are doing really, 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 really bad. It is what it is. I'm going to have 9 years in the executive board coming now for this term. If I go back on the truck, I go back on the truck. It is what it is. I know I did what I had to do to represent the membership. I know I did it. I don't lose sleep. I do everything the right way. They elected me in to represent the members, and that's exactly what I did. It is what it is. If the members fall for these guys' trap and gaslighting and bullshit that they're saying, let them explain to you what are they going to do different. Don't tell them, don't listen to the hate. Don't listen to the complaints. Don't listen to any of that, but the solution. What solutions they have for Local 804. That's it. Tell the members what you're going to do different and better than Local 804 union. That's all. That's what you want to hear. And they're going to go to these They're going to go to each barn. They're going to go to each building, and they're going to sit in front of the gate, and they're going to gaslight you. Yeah, vote for me, man. Yo, dude, I'm going to get you a fucking Mercedes. I'm going to get you a Mercedes if you vote for me. Those are the type of shit that they're going to be saying. I'm not saying they're going to get you a Mercedes, because I'm just making shit up. But they're gonna promise you the fucking world. They're gonna promise you the world. They're gonna say, if you vote for me, I guarantee you won't get laid off. Okay. If it was me saying, receiving that, I say, how are you gonna guarantee me not getting laid off? Can you explain to me? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fucking, beat up the manager, beat up the CEO, and keep me at? Tell me how you gonna not let me get laid off. He won't have an answer for you, because he's gonna gaslight you and tell you what he wants you to believe. So then when you get that ballot, you vote for him. He said, yo, he spoke about that. He's gonna do. Let me fucking vote for him. And then when you get him, you're gonna get an Eddie Viata slate type of shit. Everybody's fighting in the fucking hall. Everybody's fucking, hey, I want to be the boss. I want to be This guy is all about the title. I'm telling you right now. He don't give a fuck about the membership. He just wants to be known as Presidente Bas. That's what he wants to be known for. Is Presidente Bas, or Secretary of Treasury Bas, or whatever the case may be. And like I said earlier today, I am the co-founder of Teamster Watchdog on TikTok. I don't have a lot of followers, but I do. A lot of people do look at my pages. I do go after Sean O'Brien. I go after Richie Hooker. I go after TDU. Talking about TDU. It pisses me off, and I was agreeing with Teamster X Media, and I like to promote him because I need him to have friends. He needs friends, so yes, I'll promote his ass. Listen to him, listen to his garbage, and then you make your own decision of what this guy is all about. So TDU, it pissed me off also the other day. I guess Teamster Mobilization got him and questioned him, and he was wearing a Teamster jacket. I don't care about the interview or the questioning or that. It didn't faze me. What fazed me, what the hard-working Teamster that I pay union dues and I bust my ass in that package, I earned to wear that Teamster jacket. I earned it, and you earned it as a Teamster. You earned to wear a Teamster jacket. Dave Levine doesn't deserve to wear a fucking Teamster jacket. He never was a paid dues member. He never lifted up a fucking box. He never worked hard. And he's fucking a director of, I call it, Teamster Divided Unit. Okay? Because they are dividing the fucking union 100%. Before, they were the eyes and ears of the Teamsters, and now they lapdogs. And that's what pissed me off the other day when Teamster Mobilization was questioning him and he was wearing a Teamster jacket that he did not earn. He did not earn that jacket. You earned that jacket because you're a Teamster and you work your ass off. I earned that privilege to wear a Teamster jacket. Whoever gave him that Teamster jacket should be fucking fired and should be fucking taking off the fucking Teamsters also. Or if he did it himself and they're letting him wear it. Dude, if I ever see him face to face and he's wearing that fucking jacket, I'm gonna tell him, take that fucking jacket off. You don't earn that fucking jacket. So anyway, the whole staff in TDU is non-Teamsters trying to educate Teamsters. Makes no sense. I went to those education classes back then in 08 and 09, okay? I did get education by Teamsters that go to that conference and from other locals. And you like to listen to other locals, what is going on. I mean, I think it's is great, but we have to take away the TDU part of it. The TDU part of it needs to get the fuck out of the Teamsters. We could do this our own. The Teamsters could educate the Teamsters on our own. Every local, instead of sending and spending so much fucking money to the fucking TDU bullshit convention, I call it the geek convention, and hold that money in and educate your own members in your own hall. Save the money. Don't send them on a 3-day weekend to airfare and fucking hotel and per diem. Whatever the fuck it is, don't spend the fucking money on TDU. TDU are non-Teamsters. All of them in that staff are non-Teamsters, from Beth, from fucking Dave, from fucking John. They're not Teamsters. They never were Teamsters. They don't know what we as Teamsters go through as far as discipline, work, and weather. All they don't know that. They don't know that. So going to a TDU convention to get education from a non-Teamster person is stupid. It is. I'm gonna get a lot of bash for this shit. I don't give a fuck, because I don't give a fuck. That's what it's called, the What the Heck Show. What the heck is going on with the Teamsters? So the thing is that, you know, locals should take that money instead of spending thousands of down. And look, 804 is one of them. And you know, and I say it because I'm just straight up. I'm just straight up. It's just a waste of fucking money to send Teamster members to Chicago to get education when we can do it in our own place. We could do it in our own fucking hall. If we have to rent a hall. It's cheaper than pay for airfare, round trip airfare to Chicago, and 3 days of in hotels. And then you have 3 hours of classes, and the rest is let's hang out. Let's go check out Chicago. Yeah, why not? It's free. Anyway, so I think TDU sucks ass. Fred Zuckerman always thought TDU suck ass, but right now they're his lapdogs. So it is what it is. And you know, wherever is power, wherever is shit that is they're gonna talk about it, I guess. Whatever. Anyway, I have someone on YouTube that wants to speak about his organization. I don't know nothing about it. He was telling me a little bit about it, but I guess I want him to, to let you guys know what he's not for, Sean. He's not political involved. That's the first thing I said to him. You know, I'm going to be talking shit about both parties. And he was like, I'm not involved in that shit. I'm just here to talk about my organization. Now, on Facebook, you won't be able to see him because he won't be, but you'll be able to hear him. He's going to be on YouTube. All right. And if you're on Mixlr Live, you can hear. All right. Introduce yourself. How you doing, man?
Hector, I'm doing great, brother. You fired up, man. You out of the cannon today, brother.
It's that, they knocked on my door. I was taking a break for a while, and then these guys knock Hector come out and play. So I'm here to play. All right. So what's up, man? How you doing? And what
I'm
local
doing
you
good,
from?
man. Hey, I'm out of Local 402. I'm a proud member of Teamsters Local 402, Muscle Shoals, Alabama. Okay, but I'm an employee of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters Organizing Department. I am a lead organizer out of the Southern region. When you're in the organizing department, you can work any region in the world that they send you to, but we do try to stay in our region based on where they need us. So I am considered a lead organizer that works mostly in the Southern region. I do want to do, just like your disclaimer, I do want to say all my opinions are my opinions, my voice, my opinion. I do not speak for the IBT. I do not speak for the rest of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters staff council members or the executive board. I speak for myself. I do
That's
think a
correct,
lot of
correct.
those people agree with my opinion, which, like your opinion, you think a lot of people should agree with it, right, Hector?
I don't. I know they don't agree with my opinions. I really don't give a fuck about it though. But I just say what I have to say. But I understand your point. And you're not on the clock right now. You're
Correct.
doing this on your own time. And they all right. So go ahead.
Yeah. So long story short, man, I've been organizing full time for the IBT. Been organizing workers all across this great country. Even though I am mostly in the southern region, I have organized in Ohio and all over the place and wherever they need us. Right. So, long story short, I should say. Several months back, the staff organizers decided it was finally time to have their own collective bargaining agreement. So we have been reaching out to Sean O'Brien privately. trying to get a voice with him and to sit down and bargain a contract with him. We won union representation election back in February, my man. So it's been
Wow.
over 100 days since we won our right to have a collective bargaining agreement, and we still can't even get dates with our great president. It's frustrating to say the least. Like many of our members, including myself, I'm one of those guys that went to many job sites on my own time collecting signatures for Sean O'Brien and Fred Zuckerman and some other great Teamsters on that slate. Because I am a Teamster and I believed in their leadership, and I still believe in their leadership. But I do think two things can be true at the same time. They can be good leaders on one point and make some bad decisions on another point. And it is a
Agreed.
very, very bad decision not to sit down with your organizers and lock in a contract when they're exercising their legal right. And it's even a bigger mistake when you have your attorney reach out to every local union and to reach out to our director of organizing and tell everybody that we're no longer members in good standing because we won an election to exercise our right to form a union and to get a collective bargaining agreement. For one, that was wrong. And two, we filed charges against it because we believe it's illegal. And we believe it will be ruled out illegal by the National Labor Relations Board once that decision is made. That's our belief. That's my belief. And I do believe it's the ones that filed the charges also. So I just want to say that, Hector, I respect the heck out of you, man. You're a straight shooter. You're a go-getter. When you say something, there's no doubt of what side of the fence you stand on. And that's the way I want to just clear up everything. I've had people come at me and come at my coworkers and pretend that we're bashing Sean or that we're against Sean or we're fake Teamsters. When the truth is, we are Teamsters, and uh, we decided to form our union together as Teamsters, and we decided to sit down with the president and with our International Brotherhood of Teamsters Union to negotiate a contract, and we're having trouble doing that. So we need level heads to proceed. A lot of people know Sean. A lot of people know Fred. A lot of people know leadership. We need y'all to simply say, hey, these guys are not trying to disrespect you. These guys are trying to talk to you and do the right thing for the organization, for their families, and overall for everybody involved. So that's what this is
So,
about, Hector.
so why are they postponing and not sitting down with you guys as Teamsters and respect what you guys are doing? I mean, what is the whole? Why are they holding on to this and they're not pursuing it?
I think it's a bad decision. Someone would say that it's a delay tactic. It does two things, right? The longer they delay, the longer that our supporters, because we won. Let's be very clear: the International Brotherhood of Teamsters staff Teamsters who voted, the election vote results were 65 yes. I mean, excuse me, 65 people on the voter list. The vote count was 36 yes to 18 no's. Okay, that's the vote count. That's a certified election that's certified a couple weeks after. That is the election results. 36 yes to 18 no. So what's happened since then? You take almost 100 days or more than 100 days since then. It gives time for division. It gives time for people to say false things. You got members going around saying that they've heard from upper leadership that we, the Teamster organizers, are going to lose our Teamster health care, which is ridiculous. That we, the staff organizers, are going to lose our Teamster pensions. That's all what we call union busting and disgusting lies and rumors. But that's the kind of crap that gets divided and that gets spread when you delay time, when you delay and you don't sit down with your actual workers. And that's what we are. We're workers for the International Brotherhood of Teamsters.
It's funny that you're saying this because this is the way they're feeling right now with Amazon. They saying these guys are voting to be Teamsters, and Amazon is holding back on it, not recognizing the vote and all that. And now you have 38 people that said this is 38 versus thousands and thousands of people in Amazon. They're getting shitted on by Amazon saying we're not recognizing your contract. Here we have Teamsters, and he can't even recognize fucking Teamsters. I don't get it.
You're 1,000% right. And we did, by the way, we did the right thing by the Teamsters organization. We reached out to them and we asked them to do a card check. We didn't want there to be a public election. We don't even want this discussion to be public. We would love to have a private discussion, sit down and do right by everybody. And that's what we're trying to do. So it's yeah, it's disgusting when you won't practice what you preach. I mean, that's just the
Exactly.
truth, exactly what it is. So we don't want to cause more division. We want to promote unity, and we're asking Sean O'Brien, Fred Zuckerman, and all the leadership to get together and give us bargaining dates, and let's sit down. And I feel like it's super simple. We already have a long-standing things that we already have. We're already salary employees. We're not trying to ask for something crazy. We're not even, this ain't even about pay. This is about changing our status from being an at-will employee to a just cause employee and have a legal due process that we currently do not have, or we did not have before we won our union representation election. That's
Well,
what this is about.
they promoting the shit out of they organized 90,000 people. 90,000 and 38 wouldn't make a fucking difference. I mean, just put it out there and fucking listen to these guys. I mean, Sean, come on, what are you doing, bro? What are you
That's
doing?
right. That's right. And we're proud of that number. So I know they're looking forward to announce that we've organized over 100,000 workers since Sean O'Brien's been in office. And we're proud of that. I mean, who do you think
Hell
does
yeah.
that work? It's us, the staff organizers, and it's the field organizers who go out there. Now, it's crazy to me that they would gladly say that field organizers, which most of us came from, a field organizer is usually, not always, but usually a Teamster member that applies for a organizing job with the International Brotherhood of Teamsters, right? And then the Teamsters Union, the organizing department reaches out to a local union and asks that local union to sponsor that field organizer. We used to call them project organizers. So long story short, for instance, 804 could voluntarily sponsor a field organizer if they would like. And what that means is on their LM2s, it would look like they was an employee by 804. But in
Right.
regard, but in all purposes, the IBT would be reimbursed in 804. They
And
reimburse 804.
that's exactly what's happening here in 804. We have organizers that are out there with Amazon, and
That's
I'm
right.
telling you, and I'm gonna be straight up with you, we are fucking late to the game to try to fucking organize Amazon. Amazon should have been organized 10 or 15 years ago when they were just a fucking bookstore. That's when you should have fucking organized them. Hoffa bit the cake on that one. He didn't fucking do any organizing to Amazon. Sean O'Brien came in. Now Sean O'Brien saying, "Oh, I'm gonna put my chin trap or whatever the fucking helmet that he wears, and that he's gonna get fucking Amazon." Guess what? We are now into 3 years, or what is it? 3 years into office, and
Right.
he haven't organized any fucking Amazon. Now, there's a lot of Amazon that whatchamacallit, that are Teamsters, but the company is not recognizing those Teamsters as Teamsters. And what are we doing about it? We're spending a lot of money. This guy, Amazon, has billions and billions and going into the trillions. He could take $3 billion and just use it to fucking union bash the fuck out of us. And we don't have enough money out there to even battle this fucking guy, because this is what he's doing. He's delaying the process, and the crazy shit. Sean O'Brien hates the fucking delay. He hates that they're not responding, but it's the same situation for you,
Yeah.
because you're hating the process because he's not pursuing with it, but he's getting it back from 38 people. Fucking 38 people voted to get unionized, and you fucking holding back. Meanwhile, because you're playing with this fucking Amazon bullshit, because I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be more than years before Amazon gets organized. I'm sorry. I'm just
Yeah.
straight up.
Yeah, let me talk a little bit on that too. I'm not an Amazon organizer, but I'm very proud of the work the organizers have done at Amazon. So yeah,
No, they do hard work.
yeah, absolutely. And you got some out of your local that's done great jobs. And then there's Atlanta, around the Atlanta, Georgia area. They've organized at least 3 Amazon centers, and it's amazing what those organizers do. And the truth is, you're 100% right about Amazon. They have not. They've lost the election. The workers won the election. They won their legal
Hmm.
election, and they won the right to have representation. But Amazon
Hmm.
refuses to come to the table. They
Yep.
refuse to negotiate. They act like the election never happened. They're breaking law after law. They try to pretend that the legal rights that workers have aren't legal rights. I mean, it's ridiculous. And to see our own organization that we're all very proud of, to be a part of, and to be members of. By the way, I'm a 12-year Teamster. I come out of a freight truck. And many years before that, I became a Teamster in 2010, and as a truck driver out of Local 402 for Pilgrim's Pride. I'm very proud of that time. And then I left that job for a better job for my family at the time. And then I came back 12 years ago and started working for a company called USF Holland, which was one of the yellow companies, and became a union steward, became a very active union member like yourself and so many great Teamsters. And now I find myself standing with my staff organizers because right is right. And I'm going to be
You're
honest
fighting
with you,
again.
Hector.
You're fighting your union, and that's crazy.
It is
You shouldn't.
crazy.
You
It,
shouldn't. You should be fighting the company, not the fucking union that you serve and you pay union dues to. You
that
shouldn't be
thousand
fighting
right.
that.
Thousand right. This
And
fight shouldn't be happening. That's exactly right. We should be having unity negotiations of what we should have. We should be unified, sitting down, building solidarity together, and continue to represent our union in a great way. That's what should be
I'm
happening behind closed doors. But I'm
I'm just
thankful to
trying to
you,
work.
Hector, for letting me come on your show publicly. Thank you.
No problem. Anytime, anytime. This is an open platform for everyone that wants to talk about whatever. I don't care. That's why it's called the What the Heck Show. Whatever it is, what the heck? Oh, you want to talk about this? This platform is for you guys. And I don't get a lot of views, but I do get a lot of people listen to the show. I mean, I don't want to put my. I'm not like that guy, Teamster X bullshit media. That's the one who called me out, and that's why I came out. But I've been in this podcast for almost 10 years now, and I got good stuff. I got people calling me saying thank you. I listened to your scenarios, and I almost got caught in my scenario. Oh, that's all I want to do. I just want to educate you guys because I am a business agent at the end of the day, and I am a truck driver at the end of the day because this guy said he's an international journalist, whatever, independent. I'm a truck driver, and I go through things. I'm a business agent. I go through things with the members, and I want to take that education that I go through and bring it out to the members. So then you don't do it. You don't get caught with the stuff. You don't get
That's right.
caught with your pants down. And that's what I do. And this is why the platform is here. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. People going to talk shit, saying, "Oh, don't listen to that fuck face." TDU right now is saying, "Fuck Hector, don't listen to him." I'm the lab dog. I was a TDU member back then, and when I saw the direction they were going, they used to be our information. They used to be our eyes and ears in the IBT. They used to tell us what the fuck is going on. Why are they doing this? They shouldn't be doing that. They violating this. They violating that. Now you don't hear a fucking word from TDU, but all you do is see a fucking guy wearing a Teamster jacket that doesn't even earn to wear the Teamster jacket. We earn to wear a Teamster logo. We earn to fucking wear a Teamster jacket. We sweat. We went through snow, through any kind of weather. We fucking worked. We paid dues. These motherfuckers TDU, they never lift a fucking box. And they're wearing a Teamster jacket because it's okay because Sean O'Brien allows you to wear a Teamster. I'm sorry. Sean O'Brien, I know you listen. My man, take care of these guys. These are Teamsters. You need to sit down with them. I know you're better than that, man. I remember that day, Sean, when they neglected you. The Hoffa slate neglected you. And I went to you and says, "You got this." You remember that, right? You don't remember me anymore because you're high up now. You and Fred Zuckerman. I used to always go boots on the ground for these guys.
Hey, Heck. Hector, I remember the last election cycle, right? I mean, you had President O'Brien on your show. I remember it very clearly.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I asked him a question on your show about the Southern Freight Director at the time, and I was thankful that we continued with that Southern Freight Director because he did great work. He's retired now. He's a great Teamster, man. But yeah, Hector, you brought a lot to the Teamsters and education. Uh, and you know how to get people riled up, man. You know how
Oh
to get
yeah.
people riled up.
I even get people from the West Coast to follow me around the fucking convention, like they're gonna do something, big tough guys. And then when I confronted them, like, hey, what the fuck? That was back then. You know, I grew up a little bit. I grew up a lot. I'm 55 years old now, and you know, sometimes when you're
Did you get
younger,
married, Hector? Did you get
not
married? I
yet.
know you got
Not
engaged,
yet.
right?
Yeah, I got engaged. We're planning, you know, we just came back from vacation. We just had a week of us together and enjoying each other's presence right now. And yes, we are planning. I'm planning to tie the knot. I have to. She's a wonderful
Congratulations,
woman.
man.
Yes,
Congratulations,
thank you,
brother.
thank you, thank you, thank you. I wouldn't do it I would do it anyway, any other way without, you know, this is the one. But anyway, with Sean O'Brien and Fred Zuckerman, I was boots on the ground. I used to travel and promote them and get them to get elected. And let me tell you something. And what fucking backs me up now is because I just saw Fred Zuckerman like about 2 months ago. Fred and Sean. Sean still is straight up. He comes up to you and he says, "What's up?" and all that. Fred is like, he gives you a hand thing, like, "Hey, what's up?" Fuck out of here. I fucking went everywhere to fucking promote you, and you're gonna give me a fucking hello with your head instead of coming up to whatever. I'm good. I am so good. Listen, if there was somebody else running besides Richard Hooker that had a plan, resolutions of what the problem is now in the IBT, he has my vote. But Richard Hooker is not that guy. He cannot. It's no way he won't get my vote. And I'll say, be straight up. And I know the guy. I know the guy. But
Yeah.
it's just that he's not ready. He's not ready. The hate and the fucking complaints is not gonna make it. We need solutions. We need shit to be fixed. All
Yeah,
right. We don't
let
want to
me
go
touch
back.
on that, Hector, if you don't mind, brother. I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
touch on that. Now, like you said before, and like when I called and talked to you before the show started, 100%. Me, and none of the executive board members at the staff council, we're not endorsing either candidate, and we're not have anything to do with that. But I do want to say some things. We are reaching out to the delegates from both sides because we're having our own constitution used against us. And it should never be used against members. We choose and want to keep paying dues because we're proud Teamster members. And then so right after, not about a month after we won, guess what? Every staff organizer got, and their local union got. They got an email. How about this? You're talking about, and our president O'Brien had made it clear many years ago when he was fired as the package director through email how disgusting that behavior was, right? And I agree with that, by the way. If you're going to dismiss someone, you should do it physically in front of them if you can. If you can't do it, have the courtesy of talking to them on the phone. Don't hide behind an email. And that's another thing I'm going to touch real quick. We got keyboard heroes out there who use fake names, or they call certain people and they use Google phone numbers and that kind of crap, and they leave threatening messages. If you're going to say something, be a man, be a woman,
Exactly.
be a person who stands behind your words. For one, if you're a Teamster, do not threaten another Teamster. Do you know how stupid that is? How disgusting that is? That's childish. It's uncalled for, and it's not okay. Period. It doesn't matter who you think that I'm going to vote for. It doesn't matter who you think any of these staff organizers are going to vote for. For one, it's none of your business. Where they place their
Right.
vote is their choice, and who they support
Exactly.
publicly is their
That's why it's
choice.
a secret ballot.
That's right.
That's why
And
it's a secret ballot.
that's right. And for grown men to be sending threats to other people is just wrong. And I'm speaking
It,
on particular things that's been happening. And I know you've dealt with disguised people calling you and saying stupid stuff before. It's not okay. You know, it's not. Hector,
I know it's not okay, but I laugh about it because they bitches. They are fucking bitches. At anything, they are bitches. I mean, because when you confront them face to face, and that's why I always tell everybody, yo, keep the same energy when you see me face to face. Don't
that's
fucking
right.
text me bullshit. Hey, oh, don't come to the West Coast. Don't come to the convention because motherfucker, you are inviting me there when you say those things. Because
That's
I'm
right.
the type of person, I'm gonna go and challenge. I got challenged. I want to check your challenge. And when I got there, and when I saw these fucking thugs that they thought they were thugs, they were bunch of fucking pussies, West Coast pussies that thought they were big and tough because I was bashing their leader and calling him Mickey Mouse and blah blah blah. So what? I called him fucking Mickey Mouse. Grow the fuck up. You know, so what? I called them fucking Mickey Mouse. Now you want to fucking try to threaten me and try to follow me and try to put fear in my heart? Motherfucker, please. Please, you didn't do anything but gain me to go there to see what you got. I'm from fucking Far Rockaway, Queens, and everybody from Far Rockaway, Queens that's on my life, my man. They know how we are. We don't take threats like that. If you're gonna talk shit in front of our fucking faces. Simple as that.
I couldn't agree more.
And be a man.
Be real. Yeah, be real.
And
Be
be a
real.
man.
Period. That's right.
Exactly, man.
That's right. But I
Listen,
do
back
want
in
to
the day.
address. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I would like to address something. We had a illegal threat come through the mail to a staff organizer. Okay, threatening his life, and it was mailed to his home. And this individual is a proud, hardworking, organizing Teamster, and someone had the nerve and audacity to send a threatening letter to his home, for which his family answered. Because let me tell you a little bit about the way the staff organizer schedule works. When we're staff organizers, or not even just staff, the field organizers too, when we're sent out on an organizing campaign, it's usually way away from our home. Okay. It's usually we either got to drive 5 or 6 hours to get there or we got to fly to get there. Okay. And we run 10-day schedules. A normal work day for us is we leave on a Tuesday, we work 10 days, every day is a work day, and we come back on a Thursday, the 10th day. Okay. That's a normal work schedule for us. So our family sacrifices a lot. They're worried about us in traffic. They're worried about us knocking on people's doors in weird places, dangerous. I mean, it's just life, right? But for a wife, a daughter, a brother, any family member to pick up a piece of mail thinking it's something pleasant, open it and find out it's a threat to the loved one who provides for their family from another Teamster hiding, or we assume is a Teamster, hiding behind some bull crap, fake address, fake everything. That's just wrong. That's just wrong as all day
The
long.
coward. They are
Cowards.
cowards. They are
Yeah.
fucking straight up coward. They won't last a fucking day in the street by themselves. Now, those are the type of guys that they get tough when people around them. But when they are by themselves, they are fucking bitches. Bitches. We have that here. We have people that are bitches. And it's not right to get the families involved. If you have a personal vendetta with someone, myself or whatever, come to me. Here, my number is 347-403-0705. You can call me at any time. You want to talk shit? Talk shit. Come to me. Come directly to me, and we'll talk. Either we'll talk, or we're gonna have a bad day, or you're gonna have a bad day. One of us is gonna have a bad day. But whatever it is, just be real and have balls and announce yourself and say who you are and what you're doing and what the fuck. I get pissed off with shit like that anyway. But anyway,
Yeah.
I hope Sean O'Brien does listen and hopefully gives you guys what you guys deserve and stop bullshitting with you guys. And Amazon is not going to come to the table anytime soon. You know how that feels, Sean. This is how these guys feel. So you need to take care of these guys. And that's all I got to say.
And I'll be jumping off in just a minute, Hector. I know I won't hold you much longer, and thank you again for your time. But if it's okay with you, when the show's over, I'm gonna drop in your Facebook. I'm gonna drop a couple of links. Like for one, we have a solidarity fund because, hey, don't think it's cheap when when workers form their own their own representation and form their own union to sit down. There's a lot of things you have to do legally. We had to fill out LM2 forms. We had to make ourselves legit with the Department of Labor. We had to have a proper certified election for our positions, our executive board positions. So everything costs money, right? We had to have a outside counsel who is great. We have Suzanne Summerlin, which is a great lawyer, great attorney, but everything's expensive. So we do have a solidarity fund, and with your blessing, I will put that link in your on your pages if that's okay with you, Hector, just where people
Yep,
can
it's
look
okay.
at it and choose.
Yep,
Thank you very
no
much.
problem.
And
No
one
problem.
other
Thank you for
thing.
coming on. Yep, what's up?
I was going to say one other thing. When I said that we're reaching out to the delegates from both sides, I know Hooker's got a lot smaller amount of delegates than what President O'Brien has us, but we're reaching out to both of them because we simply want to put together an amendment to our Constitution that would make sure that every employee of the International Brotherhood of Teamsters going forward cannot have the Constitution used against them. And what that clearly says is membership rights of Teamster employees. So going forward, every employee should have the right to continue to pay union dues and should not be told that they are not a Teamster because they want to sit down and negotiate a contract with the International Brotherhood of Teamsters. That's basically what the amendment's going to say in a nutshell.
Well, I hope that, that Sean O'Brien don't repeat the Hathaway, because remember when we were doing that we were putting in resolutions or change to the bylaws, we always got the dumps down. Always no by Hoffa. Hopefully this time is a different vibe, and hopefully if this guy gets voted in as a delegate or whatever to run against the IBT Sean O'Brien, if he does, that no one leaves the room like Hoffa used to do. Like the whole sea of red vests just get the fuck out of the auditorium. So we're better than that now. We should be. Sean O'Brien should not allow that to happen. I think he should get on the mic if it does happen and tell everybody to stay in their fucking seats and listen to what they got to say. Because all we're going to do is listen. They're not taking money out of your fucking pockets. You're there for the whole fucking week getting paid by the union to be there to listen. Listen to what they got to say. Listen to. If he's going to complain and be a hate, then it's not worth listening to. But if he's got solutions of what he's going to do better for the union and let people think about it, because remember, at the end of the day, the ballots are secret ballots. We don't know who you voted for. We don't know. We'll never know who you voted for. Sean O'Brien is never going to know that you did not vote for him. Richard Hooker is not going to know that you voted for him. It's a secret ballot. It's secret for a reason, so you won't get retaliated or who you voting for, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, Richard Hooker is not going to get enough votes. As simple as that. He's not well known. He's just a hater and a complainer. He needs solutions. He needs to do so. And the people that he has running with him, even more haters and more complainers. And that's another show I get into. But right now, I went a little bit past my time, and I thank you for coming on and express and telling us about what's going on. And hopefully Sean O'Brien listen and reach out to you guys. And Sean, it's just, you're feeling the same way Amazon is doing to you right now. These guys are feeling the same way right now. So make it happen, man. 38, come on, get real. Anyway, that's my time here. Thank you for coming on, Matthew.
Thank you, brother.
I want to tell you guys, the What the Heck Show is not going nowhere. It haven't been gone anywhere in the last 10 years. It's still going to continue. I have a lot more to say. I do have a lot more to say. I just don't have the time. I'm not a millionaire. Just like he said, I'm not a millionaire. But anyway, I got a lot more to say. I got more education stuff to do. I got more scenarios of being in the office and not being in the office. And I just want to say to you guys, keep in contact with my Facebook page, join up, subscribe to the YouTube, subscribe to the TikTok. I am the founder and the creator of the Teamster Watchdog. I do put information from both parties that you can see what's going on with Sean O'Brien's camp, with the Fearless clueless slate, whatever the fuck they call themselves, and this stupid independent journalist that's on fucking TikTok every 15 minutes telling you that he just woke up and he's going to work and he drives a Tesla or his sister Tesla or whatever. Stupid shit. Political bullshit. He's just trying to get clicks and funds. He's trying to run for local 804 with Boz. Boz is saying no, he's not. They all fucked up. That vibe right there shouldn't be in local 804. Eddie Rialta, Danny Montano. Come on, guys. Be smart about that. I'm not doing it because, hey, to keep me in office. I really don't give a fuck. I'm here to do a job that the members put me in here for, and that's what I'm going to do. If I get elected out, I go back on the package truck. I'm a fucking truck driver. I'm not a fucking 300 IQ like he says he is. I'm not an independent journalist. I'm just the what the heck Hector. My number is 347-403-0705. You can call me any fucking time. If you got something to say, want to meet up, whatever the fuck it is, I'm there. And I'm not going anywhere. The What the Heck Show is going to stay here. It's going to be here for you. Sean O'Brien, I know you listen, and I got a message for you. Please don't make it a Hoffa conference. Please. If Richard Hooker by any chance gets to run against you, let him run. He's not going to win against you, Sean. Let him talk. Let him talk about whatever he's going to talk about. The hate, the complaints, let him talk about it. He does it on Facebook anyway. So just don't have people walk. And if they do start walking out, you're the president of the local, of the international. Stop it. Stop everybody in their tracks and tell them to come back and sit down and listen to this guy. Listen to a Teamster, okay? I ain't telling you to have Dave Levine talk because he's not a Teamster. I'm telling you about a Teamster. Let the Teamster hear another Teamster. Let them make the decision. Don't be a Hoffa. Don't repeat what the conference that I've been through, that every fucking body left the fucking auditorium when Fred Zuckerman was going to talk. That shit is bullshit. He is your partner now. And if Fred Zuckerman okay with this, people leaving the conference, shame on him. Shame on fucking Fred Zuckerman because he hated it. He hated the fact that Hoffa did that. And if you do it now in this conference and you allow it to be done, Fred Zuckerman, then you are nothing but bullshit artist. That's all you are. Because you were pissed off when it happened to you, when the Hoffa slate, don't let it happen now. If people are walking out, stop them in their track. You have the right to have order, and everybody sits down and listen to this guy. He's going to complain and hate. Don't worry. Why are you worried for? What are you worried about, Richie Hooker? Come on. He ain't going to win. Anyway. I have a lot more to say, and I'm going to be talking more, and I went a little bit over my time, but thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'm going to put this on podcast. If you miss anything, you can go back on YouTube. Tell your friends, tell your coworkers to listen in. I don't care if you like it or not. You don't have to put like or whatever. Just subscribe if you want to. If you don't, it's okay. I'll be here. Someone's knocking on my door. You made me come out, so here I go. All right, guys. Peace out. And have a good afternoon. Bye-bye. If I know how to turn this off.